Alright, well, it's been quite a saga trying to vlog here in the last couple of weeks. Got lots of video with no audio, at least of me talking. So I'll get into the issues I've been having with GoPro. Pretty frustrating, actually. But I wanted to talk about adversity. You know, there's a aspect of Stoic philosophy that I'm a big fan of, the philosophy in general, but one aspect is that you should be grateful for adversity, which is a hard concept to embrace when you're in the midst of it, but it makes a lot of sense in many ways. First of all, the idea is it gives you a chance to test your character and give you a chance to develop skills that you might not otherwise have. Also, if things were rosy all the time, you wouldn't appreciate the good times as much, unless you had periods of adversity, which everyone does. My son's back there on the 1982 Virago. He's just telling me that bike's so fun. That bike is sweet. Not a computer chip to be found on that thing. Yeah, it is a different experience. Watch this guy on the right. Yeah, it's something really mechanical, and you feel it and you hear it. I mean, it's the same reason people like Harleys. But yeah, I've had a work situation that's proven quite challenging, but I'm getting through it, and I think I'm gonna come out of it all the better at the end. Hey, did I mention I'm vlogging right now? did I mention that? I'm laying down some wisdom here. Had that Virago stored for the last couple of months. Didn't want to get salt on it. It fired right up. I love that bike. You do. He starts it better than I do. It's great to be out. So, okay, I mentioned the GoPro saga. I'm not really impressed with the GoPro. I mean, the video's great, but trying to deal with audio, it's just been a complete headache. I've got about 6 rides, like I mentioned, with no recorded audio except for the sound of the engine in one case and 0 in another couple cases. And it turns out the GoPro Max that my wife got me for Christmas is not compatible with any external microphone. So I had the external microphone adapter for my Hero 6, worked great, and then I got that for Christmas, swapped it out, and wasn't getting any audio. And I thought, oh, it was my microphone that went out. And then I went through a whole series of changing out microphones. And then by some fluke, I passed a yippy dog with the GoPro Max, and it picked it up, and wasn't picking up my voice. And I realized, oh, it's the internal microphone. So it turns out, yeah, there's no external microphone you can use with a GoPro Max. The Hero 6 I have, you got to buy the $50 GoPro adapter. That's what I got on here now. That works. But, you know, why GoPro couldn't have just a regular female connector for the 3.5 millimeter phono plug, and make sure you got the one with 2 stripes, by the way, is beyond me. Plus, the GoPro has Bluetooth capability, so I thought, oh great, I could connect my Sena headset to the GoPro to record an audio track. and that doesn't work either. So if any of you experienced vloggers out there have any suggestions on how your setup has been working, or if you had to go through a bunch of trial and error. Yep. You locked up the back tire? You gotta be careful. Well, I was prepared to make the full stop. Yeah. See, I don't know. I'm still the vlogging thing I'm new to, and I don't know if I'm distracted, because I tend to really concentrate when I'm saying things, and I don't know if it's the best. I mean, I saw that car turn in front of me, but it was a little tight. I don't want some cars a hood ornament today, I can tell you that. While I'm ranting about GoPro. What else? So last weekend, my kids are gearheads, so we went to a high-end car dealership in St. Louis there, and they had Lamborghinis and Bentleys. And Lotus cars, Aston Martins, yeah, a couple Ferraris, used ones, but really cool dealership. So after that, we went to this motorcycle dealership in St. Charles, and they've got pretty much every type of bike. You know, they had a separate store. It was all connected, but the Harley dealer, Indian dealer, all the metrics, KTM. I mean, they had everything except the Italians' bikes. And wasn't too impressed with that dealership. Maybe it was that one particular salesman. I expressed some casual interest in a Katana, asked him how much it was, the sales guy, and he said, oh, I'd have to go look that up. And that was the end of that. Just a weird vibe in that place. So maybe I caught him on an off day. Any of you folks from St. Louis have been there and have your own experiences, let me know in the comments section. But I'm kind of one and done on that place myself. I called a few months ago, can't remember, I think I called about a MT-09 or something. It had a super cheap price listed at Cycle Trader. And it turned out that, oh, if you pay cash, it's going to be $800 more than the price we tell you. It's like, what? I'd love to plan to pay cash at a place like that, get the deal, and the very first month pay it all off. You kind of mess with your credit, though, if you do that, but I don't know. They're that tight on the deal that they can't make it unless they get it on the financing. I tend not to mention the name of these places just because maybe they'll change over time. I'm just using it as more of a generic example that if you go into a motorcycle showroom and a sales guy can't even bother to tell you how much the price of the bike is, then probably better to go somewhere else. Right now I've got sport bike fever. It's probably because of spring. It happens every time we have a real winter like we did this year. And then when it warms up to 60, 70 degrees in the spring, you get that old motorcycle itch. I'm looking at a smaller sport bike. They got a lot of great sport bikes out there, but to me, for street riding, anything over about 150 horsepower is just overkill. Yeah, that bike will scoot. So when you skidded, did you get sideways at all? Yeah. Well, that's tricky in those intersections when you got somebody turning left and then somebody else is getting ready to turn left and they can't see. with oncoming, and they don't really care to wait. But okay, so this year I've been to quite a few motorcycle dealers just looking around, and they are selling bikes like hotcakes again, just like last year. You know, there's still supply chain issues. So I'm basically calling it that there are no bargains for motorcycles this year. Maybe you're in a weird area, or not weird, but unusual area where you can't get a deal. But my advice is, if you see a bike that you like this year and you're looking to buy this year, just get it, because you wait too long, it's going to be sold, and you're pretty much going to have to pay the full price they're asking for it.